Andre, it seemed like down the stretch you guys were able to make the plays. What was the difference in the fourth quarter?
Just staying aggressive. Not letting them back in the game. Not turning the ball over. We gave ourselves a chance. We played great half-court defense, and we all played together. So it's a testament to our hard work.
What was the key to that half-court defense tonight?
Just talking, communicating out our coverages. Staying connected to the shooters and staying disciplined in pick and roll coverages. Kyrie splits a couple times, but we had great help side from Steve, Russ, and Jeremy. So we all worked together tonight.
Talk about how you made it difficult on LeBron while defending.
I just try to stay aggressive on him. Try to be physical with him. He's a great passer, so I try take away some of his passes and using my length a little bit, but and just contesting everything on his drives. He's a great player, makes great plays, and try to make it tough as much as I can.
Can you sense when guys get frustrated when you're guarding them, and does that kind of make it fun for you?
Yeah, I definitely can, to be honest. When they start going to the refs a little bit, but I'm just going out there trying to take a play at a time. Sometimes I get a bad call, but at the end of the day, I'm doing it for my teammates and they're doing it for me, so we all work together.
If you ever get frustrated on offense, do you make the extra hustle to get back and kind of make it up on defense?
If I get frustrated on offense?
If something doesn't go your way on the offensive side of the court.
No, you got to just stay even kill. Got to stay even kill. It's all part of the game. You're going to miss shots, you're going to make shots. You just got to stick with it. We got great players on this team. Make it easy for each other and, play together as a unit. We're a tough team to beat.
LeBron physically can be a bear. How over your years have you figured out how to deal with guys that are bigger, stronger?
I kind of grew up watching him when I was in college, and he's a great player, great physical player. He gets it every night. He gets his best shot from everybody every night. So he knows how to manipulate certain things on offense, and we did a great job of taking most of it away from him tonight. He missed a couple chippies at the rim, but we had guys contesting it at the rim, and it's just everybody working together to string and not giving up on the play.
What was it like, knowing he was going to play, wasn't going to play, was going to play?
We didn't really take that into account. We didn't really think about it too much. We were going to come out and play the same way. We lost him at home. At their house, and we just wanted to come out here and get one for the home court. No matter who played, it's not going to change what we do on our end. So, our guys did a great job tonight.
Andre, all the vets on this team had to kind of adjust this summer. What were some of the things you guys tried to impart upon the young guys, especially about how you could be successful as a team going forward?
Early on, really emphasize, defensive end, picking it up on that end, and just sharing the ball a little bit more on the offensive end. We're doing a great job, and Russ is doing a great job of leading us in that area. So, we hang our hat on the defensive end, get out in transition, things we love to do, and makes it easier on everybody. So,
do you see him different? Anything different from him this year specifically, besides the production? I just mean in the locker room with the guys.
He's definitely taking on more of a leadership role, being more vocal, and just approaching guys differently than last year. He's the guy on the team, he's the vet, and he's pretty much one of the oldest guys on the team. So he knows he's been through it. This is his 9th year in the league, and he's just trying to show everybody the ropes, how it was for him growing up and in his early 9 years in the league. So we got great experience on this team and great leaders.